I shall start the lead debate on this very important bill with the adage that no country has ever become rich by exporting raw materials, and in modern terms, advanced service sector. The more a country specializes in the production of raw materials only, the poorer it becomes. Industry multiplies national wealth. This bill, which was read for the first time in this chamber on October 14, 2015, therefore sets out to diversify the economy and address the fundamental infrastructural impediments hindering production activities in the country. Move the country beyond selling raw materials to a more value-added processing and manufacturing one. Create jobs, generate wealth, diversify the economy, boost exports, and broaden the nation's tax base. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, since the early 60s, abundant oil and gas resources have brought billions of dollars into the coffers of the country, leading to a neglect of other sectors which traditionally provided employment for about 40% of the population and the national manufacturing industry. Revenues from oil have hampered efforts to diversify the economy, leading to economic stagnation and recently economic recession, which has brought about this all-important legislation. The main objective of these bills are accelerate the build-up of industrial capacity within Nigeria, increase manufacturing contributions to Nigeria's gross domestic products, drive the process of intense industrialization based on sectors where Nigeria has comparative and competitive advantages. The implementation of this bill, among other things, will facilitate job and wealth creation, provide for economic and revenue diversification, ensure important substitution and export diversification, and broaden the country's tax base. The bill is therefore one of the most ambitious pieces of legislation that puts together a comprehensive industrial plan to diversify the economy, achieve industrial growth, and reduce poverty. This bill will address the age-old constraints that have persistently limited manufacturing if enacted into law. It will build up industrial infrastructure, prioritize power for industrial use, reduce borrowing and mobilize funding for the real sector. It will also facilitate youth training in industrial skills, improve our investment climate, raise productivity standards, link innovation to industries, and enhance local patronage of made in Nigerian goods. Mr. President, my respected colleagues, this bill will provide this country with a robust manufacturing sector that will offer opportunities to Nigeria and Nigerians in the following areas. Potential to become number 1 in Africa and top 10 globally in the many industrial sectors. Build up labor-intensive sectors, produce locally for domestic consumer markets, become the manufacturing hub for West Africa and Africa, attract investment from East Asia, where cost of labor has begun to rise, and diversify exports. Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, the Nigerian Industrial Revolution Plan Bill has also evaluated and taken into cognizance the areas where Nigeria has some level of regional or international comparative advantage and their potential for economic impact, job creation, and opening up new non-oil export markets for Nigeria. These industry sectors include the agribusiness and agro-allied. Nigeria has the potentials to increase its production and growth in the agro-allied business due to its rich agricultural ecosystem. The bill aims to maximize the benefits from the country's agricultural resources, boost local production to meet local demand, and reduce the country's reliance on imports of processed food products. The subsectors in focus in this category will be food processing, palm oil processing, cocoa processing, leather and leather products, rubber products, and textile and garments. Palm oil is an important component of Nigerian agribusiness sector. Historically, Nigeria has been one of the top producers of palm oil globally, and even today it ranks number 3 in terms of acreage over oil palm cultivation. The legacy textile and apparel industry in Nigeria is a strategic sector that generates a high employment multiplier ranging from cotton growers across to fabric and garment production to marketing and sales. However, Nigeria's former vibrant textile and apparel sector has experienced a steady decline since 2000 and now represents less than 1% of GDP, but retains, hopefully, potential for resuscitation due to its natural cotton endowment, large market size, both domestic and regional, and legacy sector knowledge. In regards to rubber, Nigeria had a strong local tire production base, but the exit of Michelin and Dunlop in 2006 and 2009 respectively to Angola, our neighbor, have left a void in the market that has resulted in the importation of large volumes of tires to satisfy growing local demand. Under solid minerals, this bill proposes to create a strong industry that can tap into the mining sector and create an enabling environment targeting large-scale investors to institutionalize world-class production standards in the country. The focus here will be cement, basic, steel, aluminum, chemical, and auto assembly plants. Historically, Nigeria boasted of a strong automotive assembly industries, producing 70,000 vehicles in the 1980s. However, the industry declined rapidly by the 1990s and has been steadily diminishing, with production level at 2,000 or less vehicles per year. The case for a competitive auto assembly industry, however, is strong. Nigeria has a large population base with significant latent demand and a growing middle class. This bill is also geared towards revamping the automobile industry to curtail the smuggling of fairly used vehicles through our seeming porous borders. Oil and gas-related industry. Significant hydrocarbon reserve provides the foundation for Nigeria to build competitive oil and gas-driven industry using the country's gas resources. The focus here shall be on petrochemicals, fertilizers, methanol, and plastics. The petrochemical subsector, grounded on Nigeria's large gas endowment, is an increasingly significant part of Nigerian oil and gas sector. For years, petrochemical industries underperformed as the majority of petrochemicals were produced by NNPC in their Eleme plant. Prior to 2006 privatization, the plant was plagued by production issues and did not achieve over 23% capacity utilization in the final 3 years of NNPC ownership. But in 2006, the Indorama Group acquired Eleme plant and became his chief investor. The ownership change led to a remarkable turnaround, and the plant currently operates at close to full capacity, accounting for majority of local petrochemical production. Construction light manufacturing and services. Significant opportunities also exist in the local market, driven by Nigeria's large consumer population, business demands, and infrastructural needs. The existing population and stage of economic development in Nigeria presents a unique opportunity. The subsectors in focus in this category includes housing, light manufacturing, consumer and home goods, and services. The bill focuses on revitalizing the entire value chain from production to distribution of the above priority subsectors and subsectors. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, from the above analysis, a support for this bill is a support for the much talked about diversification of the national economy as well, as the answer to the Senate debate on economy when we came back from recess. Finally, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, the Nigeria Industrial Revolution Plan, which was launched by the past presidents in 2014, is, to say the least, the much-needed catalyst to steer this country out of this economic recession. Its implementation by this administration has already been echoed by the current Minister of Industries, Trade and Investment, and this bill seeks to put in place the legal regime that will drive this policy. I therefore urge you, my distinguished colleagues, to rise up and lend your support to the speedy passage of this bill to serve our fatherland, as it does not have any financial implications to the government. I so submit, Mr. President.
Senator Yusuf.